What is the harvest? The harvest is a time in history where everything that has been sown on this earth comes to full maturity and reveals its true nature. The harvest is when every ideology, everything in this earth that has ever been sown comes to reveal its true, mature form and nature. It is also the time in history where there is a massive ingathering of souls into the church, as all the seeds that were planted in the previous parts of the history have the heat that comes through the tribulation spurring on people to seek out God. The harvest is a very divisive time in history. It is where the tares and the wheat are being separated. A separation takes place in the church, and there is a greater separation in the world that takes place. The harvest is about everything coming to full maturity. That which is evil reveals itself in the full force of evil, expressing its true nature. That which is of God becomes brighter, and a great clarity comes to the church, and great power and confidence comes to the tribulation saints, who are the saints who see in the harvest. The harvest takes place during the tribulation by the tribulation saints, who very quickly wash their garments and become mighty men and women for God during the first 3.5 years of the tribulation. Where do we see the story of the harvest in the Bible? The story of the harvest is laid out for us in a parable that Jesus told about a man who went out to plant his fields with good seed. And then the enemy came in and he planted tares. And this was speaking of the church, that there would be genuine seeds, the genuine seeds of the gospel, the genuine seeds of the words of God were planted in people's hearts. And then the enemy came along and he sowed in his tares. Tares and wheat look the same in their immaturity and their infancy. They're very difficult to tell apart. Then the workers came along to the master, the farmer, and said, "What shall we do? Your enemy has sown tares. Shall we go along and pull them out?" He said, "No. Wait until the harvest, where their true natures will be revealed, and that's when the separation takes place."